Well, it's time for another installment of Flashpoint. This week, Ping talks with organizers of WrestleMania 33.
A great morning to you. I'm Sports Director David Pingalore. On April 2nd, pro wrestling's biggest event returns to Orlando, but WrestleMania is more than just one day. The thrill is going to go way beyond Camping World Stadium. And joining me today on Flashpoint, two men who are very familiar with the work going on into WrestleMania. John Sabor, right? Executive Vice President of Special Events at WWE.
You nailed it, David.
I nailed it. And NXT superstar Ty Dillinger.
You got it.
Like if I had like all the clapping going on, I'd be like, woo, right?
There'd be some 10 chance, probably some 10 chance.
All right, so fans know WrestleMania is a big deal, but just how big are we talking is the question, John. I mean, this is huge.
This will be the 33rd presentation of WrestleMania, our second time in Orlando. We were here last for WrestleMania 24 in 2008. What we've done to grow this as our largest annual celebration, our Super Bowl, this is our largest rite of passage for our global fans. What we can expect to see at the Citrus Bowl on April 2nd is 70,000+ people, but add to that another 80,000+ people that will consume a blended set of events during the week that range from our interactive fan festival at the Orange County Convention Center to our WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony at Amway, NXT TakeOver, which Ty will be able to elaborate on as one of its greatest superstars, Monday Night Raw, and for the first time during WrestleMania week in Orlando, we're adding yet another arena event with our edition and presentation of SmackDown Live Tuesday after WrestleMania. So when the lights go off, the clock ticks down to zero, the trucks get packed, WWE starts all over again the night after WrestleMania with our presentation of Monday Night Raw, and now the presentation of SmackDown following it. 160,000 people consuming during the week. All 50 states fans are traveling from, 35 countries around the globe, but importantly, our fans here in Central Florida.
Wow, huge deal. Ty, how excited are you about this?
Words can't do it justice. WrestleMania is upon us again, and it comes upon Orlando. This is our home base. This is NXT's home base. This has been my home base for the past 3+ years. So to have everything come back to this city, to have everything come back home to NXT, means the world to us.
It's an unbelievable, I mean, think 160,000 eyeballs on in 70,000 at the stadium. John, that's, I mean, the attention that WrestleMania over the years has drawn, and it's just, boom, bigger.
You know, we back in 2008, when I was on your side of the table, you know, Mayor Dyer and I got on a plane to go see a guy named Vince McMahon at a company called WWE to talk about a thing called WrestleMania. We had no idea what we had tapped into. It wound up being one of the biggest, most successful events at then the Orlando Citrus Bowl, now of course Camping World. Mayor Dyer sends me back and says, we got to get more of that. That was amazing. And what's flourished subsequently to that is on par with the world's greatest sports and entertainment offering. We're talking about the king of all sports and entertainment, I dare say, is our friendly colleagues at the NFL with the Super Bowl. But very, very, very soon after, with FIFA, with the Summer Olympics, with the the Winter Olympics, you start to see WrestleMania being pursued like a city of Orlando would pursue a Final Four, a Major League All-Star game. This is considered by Forbes magazine, who most recently listed it as the 5th most valuable sports and entertainment property globally, period, in front of some of our very, very successful peer group. So it's a big deal for a community to win it. You're talking about Orlando, Mayor Dyer, the Central Florida Sports Commission, others that work so hard. They broke out, and you need to be very proud of the fact that they broke out of a national landscape of 17+ cities that all put their very, very best foot forward to win the right to host. And Orlando won it again for a lot of very, very key reasons, many of which you're accustomed.
Wow. WrestleMania. Big deal in Orlando. I'm not done with you guys, though. That was like, how many cups of coffees we had already?
Well, I was on my 6th Starbucks.
Okay, all right. So, you know, we're still energized. We're going to be back right after this on Flashpoint. All riled up, WrestleMania. That's right, coming to Orlando. Whew. Right after this, we'll talk more about it.
The way
Back here on Flashpoint on this Sunday morning, John Sabor, And Ty Dillinger right here. WrestleMania 32 broke WWE's all-time attendance record in Dallas with over 101,000 fans. The bar is set like really, really, really high, right? Can Orlando top all that, you think?
You know, the easy answer is yes. Every WrestleMania is meant to be unique, unprecedented, and special in its own way. And WrestleMania 33, David, will be no exception. AT&T is a physically larger space.
It's Jerry's World. It's
Jerry's World,
right.
and the Cowboys were amazing partners. And here's what I think I would say. With the addition of SmackDown Live as a fourth night at the Amway Arena, with a fan access an interactive festival that's grown exponentially every year, I dare say that Orlando will be able to mathematically close the gap, which is a really cool deal, because that was unprecedented in the number of people it presented. Now add to it, again, those events, and add to it the number of families that are going to travel together to make this their annual vacation. We think we've bridged the mathematical gap. We know that we've bridged the conceptual gap.
Being part of this, what is this like for the group of men and women that are part of WrestleMania? So Ty, what is this like for the men and women that are part of this? You guys you're in the ring, you're part of the show. Mm-hmm. I mean, this has got to be an exciting thing for you. And
every WWE superstar, every NXT superstar, our goal since day one that we walk into this company is to perform at WrestleMania. It is the greatest spectacle that this company has to offer, and for me personally, it would culminate 15 plus years of dedication, hard work, and sacrifice to wrestle for that one moment, that one match, whatever it may be, on that spectacle. So I'm pretty sure everybody that's involved is looking forward to it. I'm sure the nerves are through the roof. Everybody at NXT, I can probably speak for them when I say that they are watching closely. They are just as hungry, they are just as willing, and they are just as ready to step up and take that shot at WrestleMania as well. So for us, it's a very exciting time. It's an emotional time, and I can't wait to see it.
John, what about the economic impact it makes? You touched on that a little bit, but I mean, this is, Orlando brings in over 55 million visitors a year, but an event like this the impact has got to be millions.
WrestleMania is not only a big experience, it's big business. And over the last several years and through its evolution from what was an enormously successful single-day arena event and worldwide pay-per-view to what we've discussed as the size and scope as a week-long evolution, I can tell you that last year in Dallas and Arlington, $170 million of new spending injected within our host community by and through the WWE universe, our fans from throughout the globe that travel to our host communities. But beyond even the economics, I mean, Orlando, we're blessed as a community. I wear both hats, as you know, right, living here and working here. We have an amazing tourism sector. 55 million to your point, but the ability to target massive influx of external visitors at a time of year where the community needs and wants it, or that it complements other of our visitation strategies, is really kind of the goal for why that new spending matters so much. I know we'll talk about this, but equally weighted in our minds is the amount of good beyond the economic windfall that we can create in pro-social windfall and community-based events, which I know is coming up.
I want to ask you this question in just a second, but Ty, why do you think WrestleMania wrestling has just grown so much? I mean, you're in the ring. I mean, what is it that people are drawn to, you think?
I think it's just the overall spectacle. And I think NXT is a great example of that. A mere 2.5, 3 years ago, it started out as small little shows locally around Florida with 30, 40 people in attendance. And in a very, very short amount of time, it has grown leaps and bounds to now we are wrestling live takeover specials. We are traveling overseas. We're putting on shows in front of thousands on a very regular basis. I think that goes to show that the desire, the hunger for the NXT wrestling product itself is there. And the fact that WWE has done a fantastic job of bringing in talent from all corners of the world to bring in all these unique styles to one spot, in order to give the fans the best possible product that we can, I think it's a formula for success. And to be a part of that right now is exciting, and I just can't wait until WrestleMania.
The NFL, to me, has learned a lot from what Vince McMahon started and has built. I think they've taken a lot of their ideas, right? I mean, WWE has been way ahead of the curve, I think. Would you say that, where they are in the entertainment business?
Well, in sports entertainment, I would say that we work for probably one of the most notable visionaries in this world. We have incredibly successful peers who produce amazing events. You know, I think one of the great examples is the WWE Network, where our chairman 5-6 years ago, as they were exploring how are our fans going to consume content, and he had a proven model in being a pioneer around pay-per-view. You know, that result that was growing incrementally every year, and to say in a Horizon event that we're going to dispense with that, and we're going to go to consumers in a different way, over the top, through a live streaming network, and we're going to charge $9.99 a month, and oh, by the way, we're going to give you every pay-per-view you used to pay for individually, and we're going to give you WrestleMania, and oh, by the way, if that weren't enough, we're going to give you 24/7 in the way of programming, and if you can't get through that, or if you do get through that, we'll give you another 5,000 or 6,000 hours of video on demand. This was at a time where, of course, now it seems, oh, of course he did that. Why wouldn't he have done that? But this was 5, 6, 7, where prognosticators were trying to figure out how their fans were going to consume products. So in that way, you know, it's not only field of play, it's how we consume that content. And then for the WWE Universe, it's always asking himself on a daily basis, how will they be thinking and acting 3, 4, 5, 6 years ahead? And this is a man that's arguably earned the right to slow down at 71 years old.
Right, yeah.
I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, he ain't slowing down.
He's not slowing down. So leading up to that big day, what else is going on? I want to get back to, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you know.
So, you know, as the ticketed events go, and there's a blend of ticketed and community-based events, but we'll start on Thursday of WrestleMania week, and we'll be at the Orange County Convention Center for 4 days through Sunday morning leading up to WrestleMania, a highly interactive fan festival, you know, intended for every part of the family, doing everything from calling your own matches to doing your ring entrances to matches, you know, folks like Ty going out and performing as NXT superstars and WWE main roster superstars. It is every kind of stimulus that you can imagine for every part of the family. So that goes on. Then 4 times at Amway Center, NXT TakeOver.
NXT TakeOver, baby.
This is the global brand that, by the way, was incubated here in Central Florida. The WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony, where what is typically 5 or 6 of our WWE superstars move into what we call our legend status. There is Monday Night Raw. You know, what's so special about Monday Night Raw, the night after WrestleMania, is that everything that happened the night before at Camping World Stadium will find its way back into Monday Night Raw the night after, and that's where we celebrate the beginning of the road to WrestleMania 34, which will be in New Orleans in 2018. And then we thought we were done. Nope, our chairman said, let's go a little further. Let's create the impetus for fans to come to Orlando early, to stay late, to spend more, and enjoy what this community has to offer. Our presentation of SmackDown Live, which is now a live program every Tuesday night, in addition to what is live with Monday Night Raw. So all of this condensed within a week-long celebration, and that doesn't even stop to consider some of the community-based events that are as equally weighted and as big a part of this as the ticketed events.
Big deal, big deal. WrestleMania 33 at Camping World Stadium. How do you get tickets?
Ticketmaster.com.
That's a great place to get tickets, right? Ticketmaster.com.
I've only heard the rumor.
How long would it take you to body slam me, you think, if we were in the ring?
Split second.
Like literally like 1 second? You just flip me around?
By the time you would finish that sentence, already on your back.
I've seen it.
You're that?
I'm that.
I'm not even going there. I've got a bad back.
To be able to properly document it, we'd have to go to slow-mo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how quick.
Quick man.
This This is the most energetic Flashpoint I've been a part of. Ty Dillinger, John Sabor.
Thank you very much.
WrestleMania 33, Ticketmaster.com. Do not forget, log on to that website, right? Thanks for joining me.
Indeed.
Thank you, David.
Pleasure.
Thank you.